How are we doing today, people? My name is Brendan Reviews, and long time ago, started something called 31 Days of Horror. Yeah, and I started it, and it took me 2 years to finish it when I was supposed to do it within a month. I'm here to redux that with the 31 Days of Horror Season 2. Now, we gonna be back at it, baby. We gonna be back at it doing sit-down reviews and video analysis for so many different movies. Shit, we got a lot to talk about. So let's start off with today's movie. And let's start off with a movie that I love. Like a movie that I think is truly good and impactful to the horror movie genre. That movie being 1981's The Beyond. Directed by Lucio Fulci, the same guy who made Zombie 2 back in episode 3 of the first season of 31 Days of Horror, and also directed Don't Torture a Duckling, this follows a woman who happens to inherit a hotel. This hotel is a real fixer-upper, needs a whole bunch of work done on the hotel, and one day goes into the basement, right, to check out the plumbing and what else is going on down there, and all of a sudden, this hand comes out and grabs him and gouges out his eye. Just so happens to be that this hotel is built on top of one of the 7 gateways to hell, and this is a sequel to another movie we will be talking about later on. In my opinion, out of all the horror movies I could possibly be talking about, right, for one Lucio Fulci, in my opinion, there are 3 Lucio Fulci masterpieces, and they are Zombie 2, City of the Living Dead, and this movie, The Beyond. The Beyond is a well-executed horror movie with batshit insane sequences. This is a movie that has absolutely anything for everyone. So it has something for everyone. With this movie, we have scenes where zombies show up out of nowhere. We have scenes where spiders show up and start tearing apart people. We have scenes where people get their eyes gouged out, where acid gets spilled on your face. And the most baffling scene is the scene where this 12-year-old girl ends up becoming one of these like demon creatures and gets her entire fucking face blown off by a gunshot from one of the main characters. Let me tell you, this is a gore fanatic's dream. The direction by Lucio Fulci is really good, and the performances by Catriona MacColl and the other main characters are also very good in this movie. The only thing that is very loose about this movie is the plot, which I gotta be honest with you, given the fact that it's just about a gateway to hell and all the weird shit that happens, it's excusable. So, in my opinion, this is one of Lucio Fulci's best movies, if not his very best. He is smart at the way he crafts the horrors. The scares just amp up until it gets to a point where like the last half hour is nothing but non-stop scary action. And it's everything that I love in a horror movie. Also, something else that needs to be talked about is the soundtrack. The soundtrack is by the same guy who did the soundtrack for City of the Living Dead and Zombie 2. And personally, this soundtrack is just as good as those soundtracks and is equally atmospheric, scary, but epic at the same time. And it adds to this movie's feel, which I can't stress that enough. The feel of this movie is fantastic. It's like a gothic 80s horror movie, visceral, violent, fun movie. Guys, I truly can't recommend this movie enough. If you haven't seen Lucio Fulci's The Beyond, I heavily recommend you guys watch this. It has good direction, good performances, good atmosphere, good gore. It's everything you would come for an 80s gore fest. And you know what? That's the perfect way to describe this movie, an 80s gore fest. And with one of the best horror movie endings of all time, The Beyond from Lucio Fulci gets a 10 out of 10. Well, my name is Brendan Reviews. I hope you guys have a great day, evening, night, whatever the fuck time you guys are watching this, and I'll see you all next time. Well, guys, my name is Brendan Reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, whatever Fuck.